A lot of our peoples like to drink Hennessy. If we're going to drink Hennessy, we should buy shares in Hennessy. If Hennessy don't want to share, if Hennessy doesn't want to sell us shares in this company, then we ain't fucking with you no more. We're not buying Hennessy no more. We're gonna boycott that. We're gonna buy Douce. Now the contract that we agree on is you got to give us a certain amount of jobs. You got to include us in certain outreach programs or whatnot that Douce does in regards to the community. And we're going to solely drink Douce because now we have shares in it. If we have shares in it, we own it. Now, if we're going to wear Nike, we got to have some type of negotiation with Nike. If you want us to continue to spend these $27 billion annually with you, then we need some type of buy-in, homie. Because if we stop buying in, they lose billions upon billions of dollars. So if Nino Cappuccino got a clothing brand, Nino, look, we gonna solely buy from you. But these is the conditions and these is the terms. You gotta hire these many amount of people. We gonna fund these peoples. We gonna fund these movements and whatnot, and then we gonna all be cool. And if we can do that, man, the dynamics of our community have changed. We got to invest in those who invest in us. And right now, nobody's investing in us unless it's rooted in publicity. If it's not rooted in publicity, don't nobody give a fuck about the plight of the black man. And then look, I want to say this, right? When you a hustler and you selling bricks, you moving bricks, most of us done been in a position to where we was distributing narcotics. If you wasn't, it's all good. But the motherfuckers that we employ is peoples in our community. Even Freeway Rick, you feel what I'm saying? When he was at the height of what he was doing, it was motherfuckers from the community that he was employing. You get these brothers that say this. If you can deal drugs, you can run a Fortune 500 company. This is what they say, right?
Right.
But when we get in position to run these Fortune 500 companies, we don't hire our people. We only hire our peoples when it's detrimental to our community. But when we get our first $5 million deal, $20 million deal, $50 million deal, we don't hire our folks no more, man. And that's a disservice to us. As a whole, man, we got to start putting our peoples into positions to where we can be self-sufficient and independent and creating our own economy. Everybody else does it but us.
Right. You're definitely 100% on point. But the only thing about that is that in order to do it, you still got to weed out those who's willing to really do it and put in the real work, not the ones who's going to infiltrate to put in the work. You hired, but now you want to come over here and sit on your phone and sit on your ass and play games. When this is a business we running. This ain't no homegirl, homeboy shit. It's a business at the end of the day. I hired you because you my folks. And I hired you because I want to put you in position so that you can work. Now I need you to work, do the job, fulfill the job. You feel me? So look, man, I just jumping on another train right quick, man, because I want to ask you this question before it slips my mind, y'all. I want to let's go back for a little second and take me back to, was it then? This was after the peace treaty, after the treaty, some years and went by. You older in age now. I believe you like in your 20s, your early young 20s. Is this then when you did some time? You got out of jail?
Yeah, I got out of YA. I did from 16 to 21.
Okay,
and 1 year in prison, Ironwood State Prison.
There we go. Now, during that time, how did it come about? You met Jonathan Schwartz, the producer, Jonathan Schwartz, and you was able to participate and be involved with one of the greatest urban films today, coming up out of our city of Watts, because we've had a few icon films filmed in Watts, the Jordan Downs. We've had television stuff filmed over in our hood, Nixon. You guys have television and film over there, but this particular film that drew my attention directly to you, because once I read the credits, me being a filmmaker, I read the credits and I said, wait a minute, consultant. Then I see Bobby. I say, hold on.
Yeah.
So I put two and two together and I asked Snipe. I said, man, ain't that the little homie that I say I didn't even. So my question to you, and I want TV Land to be able to take this question of curiosity as well, of understanding, is how did that come about where they basically took the story of your life,
right,
kind of, and they flipped it in a sense. And they made this film called Imperial Dreams, man. And Imperial Dreams was about this kid who got out of jail, and he was trying to do everything in his power to do the right thing, not to do the wrong things no more. Right. So he had a son, and him and his son, he went so far And I felt this movie, bro. I felt it because I was the character. I felt the hell out of this movie, and I've watched it 2 or 3 times when it first came out because I was the character. I felt every bit of that character. It was like this dude was fighting against evil, good and evil. He was fighting against to do right and not wrong. So him and his baby slept in a fucking car in the parking lot in Imperial Courts. They was homeless. Bobby, take us in, man. Tell me how this came about, man.
It came about, I was at a pivotal time in my life to where I was tired of dealing drugs, tired of being in shootouts and all this type of shit. So I'm saying, what does change look like? But in our community, change look like a nigga, stop selling weed to selling coke and changing this car to that car and changing females. That's what change is in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So I say, well, a lot of intelligent people that I see went to college. So I was going to college. So I'm on my way to LA Trade Tech. I seen Pastor Stewart. I was rapping with him. He's like, no, man, I don't think you should go to college, man. You should come to this trade school and let me teach you a trade. So it was supposed to be on demand with a for sure job after the completion of the course. But within halfway, they got the money and then the course was gone. The training school was gone. You feel what I'm saying? Poverty pimping. Not it ain't on Pastor Stewart. I'm not belittling or demeaning him. So I seen him in the projects and I was mad, bro, because I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to do everything the right way now. And then I feel like he had misled me. So I pressed him. And when I pressed him like, man, they can go to blows. You feel what I'm saying? He's like, hold on, yeah. He's like, cause this is my life on the line. I just had my first
Yeah.
change. Man, this motherfuckers that was looking for me. I'm in shootouts. I'm doing everything that was counterproductive, man. So I knew that I was on a collision course with destruction. So this is my life that I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? I was supposed to be in construction, doing this and doing that. Then it just vanished. I feel played. Make a long story short, he's like, hold on, yeah. He's like, man, I got company over here, man. I got my boy over here. He's a film director. I say, what? Always wanted to be an actor. Always wanted to be a writer. So that was
Yeah.
like music to my ears. It was like a revelation.
Right,
God,
right.
this is your moment. So I like, man, how you doing, man? I'm Bobby Yeye Jones, man. I'm a native from around here, man. Acting has always been a passion of mine. I want to be a writer. I wrote this. And he was like, all right, for sure. I'll put you in the background. I'm like, nah, background. So I did the skit from Minister Society. Nigga, you gonna let the niggas kill your cousin and you ain't gonna do nothing. I did that for him. He was like, oh, okay. You got a little something there. So we did a movie called Pastor Stewart. After Pastor Stewart, and then we began to develop this organic like brotherhood to where he was taking me to Beverly Hills, getting me out the projects, and that was like a shire relief for me. You feel what I'm saying? I said, I want this for myself. And how can I get this? And I'm telling him my story. He's like, whoa, man. He was like, yo, life sounds like a movie. It's like, man, I'm honored if you allow me to make a movie script about your life. So I'm thinking he bullshitting. So I just keep on talking, but he came around more frequently. And then he was just talking about my life. And I went to jail for a gun charge. They was trying to give me 21 years because, gang enhancement. Then they stacked that up with a motherfucking strike and all that shit. This dude brought the first draft of the script he gave to the DA and he gave to the judge, bro. They went from trying to give me 21 years and they asked me would I accept the deal for 2.5 years. That's how profound and that is how realistic this script is. This script saved me, homie, from going to do 21 years in prison. You understand what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's how the script came about. He and I just, developing an authentic brotherhood and me just telling him about my life and he taking that, stretching a little bit, tweaking it, and we got Imperial Dreams, man. But it was Malik Vital. Shout out to Malik Vital. Shout out
Yes,
to my
sir.
brother, man.
Yeah, Malik, definitely Malik. Jonathan was one of the producers on there.
Yes,
Uh,
indeed.
but
Jonathan as well.
hey, damn, y'all, man, that was an impeccable story right there, man. Just that moment, the right place. Just like I say, bro. The one thing about the film world is this: you could be in this game, man, 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, and still not hit, right? Because it's all timing. It's
Right.
all time. One thing about film, it's all timing, bro. It's like the music industry. This shit is time, specifically in film. Filming is timing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right place, right time. You can go do an audition and nail the shit out that audition. But guess what? The director decided, damn, I really like this guy, or I really like this young lady, but I wanna go with 4 more inches taller,
Right.
a little skinnier. He's too
Right.
broad, too buff. Just those little bitty critique things can stop you from getting work because it wasn't
Right.
that timing. So it's all about timing. And what he did was, here it is, he was in a very, very stressful moment of his life. Here's a youngster man who's really trying to make a choice to make a change. And from that change, drastically, really trying to get himself out of it.
Right.
But still in it, still caught up in it though. Feel me? And here come this moment. He go to press an individual, and in that time and moment of pressing, he fucked around and flipped the whole tone in seconds and went into character of business. Because at one moment you was pressing past like, hey man, that fool. And I know you was on your cuz tipping like fool,
Hell
fool.
yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And
was
so
ready to
now,
I was ready to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah. And then all of a sudden when he said, well, hold on, y'all. I got company here. This is my man's and he a director. And you went, huh? Oh, well, how you doing, sir? You
Yeah.
know,
Instantaneously. Yeah. Yeah.
so that diversity of characteristics just popped right out. You feel me?
Righteous.
But
Righteous.
yeah, but no, man, that's amazing, man. To hear that story, man, how that came about. Because once I seen the movie and I seen the credits, and we were producing our film at the time, and I got introduced to Jonathan, and Jonathan came aboard, and he was working with us for a minute, and I talked to Jonathan about you. And when Jonathan told me, yeah, oh yeah, man, yeah, Bobby, oh, great guy,
Yeah.
man. So when
Yeah.
we talked, and I was like, what? I said all the time. And that's when I got it out director, hey, look, man, put the young homie Bobby, because we needed two more last of our interviews. And that's when we want to grab Bow Wow, and we needed one more from the PJs. Huh?
Nah, I was already involved. I'm the one to introduce Drew to Jonathan.
No, I'm telling Drew, what's the name of him, to make sure that he's in it. But I didn't know that.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure,
I
for
didn't
sure.
know
Yes,
that.
sir.
That's why I'm
Yes,
saying
sir.
I didn't know that you was
Right.
connected already. So once I told them, and they told me, no, yo, we got Bobby. I said,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
shit,
most
cool.
definitely.
So once I seen our first edited cut, you popped up on the screen, and I'm just
Right.
sitting there looking at you. I say, man, this young nigga got some. He got a cold spit. It
Righteous.
remind me of myself. Because I
Righteous.
said his integrity, man, you know what I mean? And then his heart is really into change for his
Righteous.
hood, just for our city, just period. So
Man, our
that,
people as a whole.
that drew me to you even more. You feel me?
Righteous.
But hey, listen, man, I appreciate the young homie coming on, man,
Appreciate you as well.
and sharing that story, man, because I was curious and I wanted to know. And I said, well, shit, man, one day I'm going to just get to the source. I'm going to ask Bobby myself. I'm going to ask him. And now
Righteous.
you was able to express it to the world, man, the TV land, and share it with us, man.
Hey,
And that was great dynamics right there, man. You being in the right place at the right time amongst the right individuals. And the crazy part about, see, this is the thing about a film too, homie.
uh-huh.
You never know. Now, here it is, this director, he's seen something in you. You had a notion of what you wanted to do. You said, I mean, I can act. I wanted to be in film. I want to write. You had the
Right.
notion, but
Right.
he's seen the actual story in you that
Right.
you really didn't even see that he was noticing, because all that time you talking, this is what real directors do. They record, man. They
Most
straight
definitely. Yeah.
record, man.
Right.
They record. That's why he was on you. So now y'all build this rapport, and all he was telling. So tell me some more. Tell me about some more about your life, Bobby. And tell
Right.
me all the time he recording, man, because
Right.
he was putting
Right.
that story together, man.
Right. And look,
Oh man, great shit, man.
just to piggyback off what you said, like we all come from hardships, coming from destitute communities. Even if you don't come from impoverished communities, we come from hardships, and sometimes we undervalue ourselves, especially when you don't have a mother and a father to speak life into you, and your community don't really speak any positivity into you. You don't even see the worth within yourself. So as I'm telling this dude about my hardships in my life, man, this dude seen diamonds in my life. This dude seen gems in my life. This dude recognized things I didn't even recognize about myself. I didn't really feel
Right,
that story was worth it even to even be told to anybody, because I come from hardships. I come from the gutter. I come from pain. I come from dysfunction and all this type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a motivation to never give up, to keep on pushing, because you never know when that moment is going to be that moment and what you bring to the table for individuals and yourself. You feel me? So just a positive nugget for anybody that's dealing with depression, which a lot of us do. And I deal with that shit as well. PTSD, anxiety, and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Keep on motherfucking pushing, man. Straight up.
straight up, man. You heard what he said, man. Keep pushing. Keep your head up, man, no matter what, and stay prayed up, man. From a spiritual standpoint, don't get caught up in the religions. Spiritually, bro. From a
Right.
spiritual standpoint, man. That way you have a clear understanding. Is anything you want to ask again, anything you want to pop off, man? You really quiet over there, What it do,
No,
man?
but I was letting y'all two go at it. But I did have one question for Bobby, man.
Yeah.
we all know that Watts is the heartbeat of the black community for the county of Los Angeles.
Right.
How do you feel about the city officials and the county officials starting the gentrification, and they starting it in Watts, starting with the $1 billion development of Jordan Downs and and the new housing development that they putting up down the street from Nixon Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is this a good thing for the black community in Watts, or is this an undercover displacement of the black residents of Watts?
It's not undercover. It's never been undercover. When they went in Oklahoma and did it, when they did it to Rosewood, when they did it to Allensville in Central California, it's never undercover. You feel what I'm saying? Is it a displacement? Most definitely. But
Yeah.
the dynamics for Watts is slightly different because we mismanage Watts. Anything that you mismanage, you lose. We got caught up in this game banging shit. Then that crack era hit us, and we mismanaged our community. So, of course, they gonna come get it because it's prime real estate. Watts is 15 minutes away from everything that's popping in LA. You feel what I'm saying? 15 minutes from the beach, 15 minutes from Santa Monica Beach, 15 minutes from West LA, Beverly Hills, Long Beach, Compton, everything. Watts is really kind of like centered right there in the middle of everything. So of course they're gonna come and get that prime real estate when their houses and shit is falling off hills and whatnot. You feel me? We mismanaged our community, man. And to the and we did a disservice to our youth. You feel what I'm saying? Our future generations. We mismanaged it. They see the value in it and they come in and get it. You feel what I'm saying? And then you also got to understand, any community that you go to where it's predominantly blacks and they're developing an identity, other entities come in and say, oh, no, this can't be an enclave of greatness for blacks. So we gonna break this shit up. And I'm not playing a racial card. I'm just telling you what's real. Because when we find out who we truly are, and we put our own definitions and identity on us, we'll be unstoppable. You feel what I'm saying? Just like in the peace treaty, where motherfuckers saying, man, this nigga ain't my enemy. This nigga shit, breathe, eat, and do the same shit I do. This my partner. I can relate to this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? We start to identify with one another, start to create our own identity, independent of what the media was telling us we were and we were not. You feel what I'm saying? So anytime we get a place to where it's predominantly us and we're self-sufficient, independent, and developing our own identity, they gonna come and break that shit up. Nah, we ain't about to have that. And
Man.
just real quick, the peace treaty um was pretty much sabotaged by outsiders coming in, doing shootings and all that shit on the slick side and all that, and us being reactionary instead of being responsive. You feel what I'm saying? And responding to we reacted to certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that kind of like fucked us up too. They seen how powerful it was, and they came and taking sneak shots at the Jordan Downs and the Nickersons and Imperial Courts and all that. And instead of us using those lines of communication, we just reacted, man, and it kind of like fucked us all. You feel me?
Right. And to add to that, it wasn't just outsiders as well. What brought about the outsiders was fucking LAPD and the sheriff. They went and got him. They went and got him and told him, go ahead, it's cool. Because they wanted the conflict. They wanted us to have the conflict. And then they got so to the point where, like I explained to you guys out there, TV Land, how we was minimizing other gangs who were at war. Then you couldn't come to our parties with your war. If you come to our party, we pass searching. Ain't no guns around here but the niggas who carry guns who's from this side and Watts. All the rest of you niggas, ain't no guns being carried in our parties. So that's how we was able to minimize it on our turf. But the police got to the point where they hated what we were doing. So Tony Bogart, rest in peace. My homeboy Camp Dog, feel me? OG Camp Dog and Tony Bogart was kicking it one night. Just to show you reference of what I'm saying. They was chilling one night and they actually filmed and viewed and watched LAPD bust on the PJs, shoot down the street in our projects, and did a drive-by in our projects, bro. Same fucking night. Hey, and we real quick, we were hot behind that shit. And the first thing, like yeah just said, not being in control of it and ascertaining it, the first thing out of anger, they say, hey, the PJs did it. Oh, what? Yeah, them niggas just bust on us down there. But immediately, individuals got together and say, nah, homie, them fucking LAPDs just bust on us.
Now, people's dig a little deep, right? Now, there's going to be some controversial shit because a lot of people isn't privy to this information. I probably shouldn't put it out, but I'm going to give you a gem. In the mid-90s, a Los Angeles police officer got his brains shot out and Imperial Course housing projects. They came through and did a drive-by. It was no media coverage. It was no investigation or none of that. It was just a cover-up. They came through, did some shooting. Some motherfucker shot back, blew his brains out. But it was an LAPD officer. When they seen the body, it was like, oh, man, this is officers, so on and so forth, right? So after that, they couldn't come like that no more, so they changed the dynamics. And it did. A lot of people may not agree with this, but when they changed the dynamics and they stopped sliding themselves, you know, they start sending to start do undercover shootings and shit. The essays.
Yeah.
The essays was coming doing sneak shooting and all that type of shit too.
Yeah.
And y'all
I
remember,
wanted you to say it. I wanted you to say it instead of me have to say it. I wanted you to
but
say it.
truth,
Yeah.
this is the truth. You feel me?
Yes.
Because in the inception of the peace treaty, you know, the police put out that false narrative that the blacks was coming together to go against the Hispanics. So the
Right.
essay, we all gonna come together and go against the blacks, but that's not what it was. That's not what it was. So Tony Bogart had, you know, issued a statement and said, listen, man, if y'all keep talking about y'all gonna target blacks and do this and do that, we gonna come after y'all ass. You feel what I'm saying? And after that, you ain't hear no more. I mean, it was an increase in riots and whatnot in the county jails and all that, but that's a whole nother conversation. But it's multifaceted, man, how they try to, you know, destroy us, man, and sabotage the
Right.
thing put together, man. We gotta stop falling for their subterfuge, man, for reals.
That's right, man. And boy, them was gems you just dropped too right there, y'all. Because them was gems. Because that's exactly what they did, man. And
Right.
and the cold part about it was that cover up. Why y'all didn't publicize that y'all went over there and killed one of y'all own in the drive-by? Oh, y'all didn't want to do that one, huh? Y'all didn't want them to know that one. Y'all gonna try to throw it on us.
Some niggas killed him.
Yeah.
He was doing some illegal shit, trying to stir up the waters. You know what I'm saying? Stir up the waters to catch fish, and he got his brains blew out. But he was doing a drive-by. So that's why they didn't publicize and they swept that shit up under the carpet. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
Shit,
man. Hey, listen, man. You've been struck by lightning bolt, man. ROE 2023, man. Split DTV in conjunction with HTX Current News, man. Watch Satellite News, man. Y'all already know what it's doing, man. We getting in over here. It's your favorite YouTube twins, baby. We giving you that news you can use, Jack. Hey, man, we got young Bobby Yaya in the house with us, man. Imperial Dreams, man. If y'all haven't seen that movie, I'm going to recommend y'all go watch that movie, man. Go get that movie right now. Go rent it. Put it up on any one of your networks, man. It's called Imperial Dream. As a matter of fact, his story changed his life. And little did he know, his very story changed the star in that movie's life. What's the youngster's name? It's on the tip of my tongue. He played in Star Wars. He went on to play.
John Boyega.
There we go. He became a big star behind this movie. When he played, he had did 2 little B movies before Imperial Dreams. When they cast him for Imperial Dreams as the lead, man, he played the shit out of that role, bro. I mean, he took that role and he lived in it. And he never been in the PJs ever in his life. And he never seen a crip in his life.
He have.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had him in the projects with me, introducing all the
yeah,
homies.
No, I'm talking about before then. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
okay.
about before you did. I'm talking about just in general.
Okay.
For him to body that character like this. So now that explains why he bodied the character. You spent time with him.
Yeah.
Okay, then that even explains even more why he bodied it. Because as a method actor, right? That's what we do. We usually, if you're gonna play a particular role, like if you want to be a bum, then you go downtown to Skid Row and you hang around bums and you do bum shit. You really adapt that character. Picking in trash out of trash cans, you make your teeth become decay, which that's all through makeup, but that's how you adapt that character. He played the shit out of that character, bro. I just wanted to give him thumbs up. And from that movie, Imperial Dreams, it went on and booked him for Star Wars and other big projects, man. And that's all it takes. See, one thing about film, that's what it takes, man. That big wasn't rollover, man. I didn't play myself out of 4 of them. So imagine, I didn't, my attitude, my temperament, me fighting and keeping my boot in these niggas back in Hollywood, I played myself out of 4 major icon films, bro. 4 that I was co-starring in, man. So it happens. And it can damage you to a degree where a lot of niggas give up. Niggas would have gave up, then gave up.
Right.
But I'm still in the grind, bro. I'm still in the loop. Hey, man, listen, man.
Before we end this, I want to tell y'all, man, go check out my book, Lyrics for My Reality by Bobby A.A. Jones. Bobby A.A. Jones presents Infamous Course. Check out those books, man. These are the books that I was trying to get published in a movie. So after you watch the movie and you want to know what the book is about, go on to Amazon, check out the book. Bobby A.A. Jones presents Lyrics for My Reality and Bobby A.A. Jones presents Infamous Course.
What can they look you up at, Yay?
Bobby Yeye Jones, everything. Perspicacious Philosophical Yay is on Facebook, but that's a lot for y'all to take in. So just check me out, Bobby Yeye Jones. Yes, indeed, man.
Hey, boy, you say I'm gonna take advantage of my time over here with RE, huh? That nigga say philosopher.
Yes, indeed, man.
Hey, listen, hey, look, man, and then just to add TV land. Hey, me and my younger, we've been collaborating for the past 2 years, back and forth on the phone,
Right.
and finally, a couple of nights ago, I was able to get a hold to um a fine tune of a script is in development that he's writing that I'm now jumping in and collaborating with him on, and we're about to write together and bring that Mighty W to a whole different level on a TV series perspective, man.
Ain't
So
going, man.
y'all
Knowing.
get
What?
ready, man. Y'all get ready. We finna hit y'all with a Watts TV series, man. We finna knock outside y'all head, bringing our shit together, man. Bringing employment down there in the community and bringing it together, bro. So y'all just stay tuned, man. I don't want to put the name out there of our series. I don't want to put the name out there of the story. None of that. Because you know how niggas that they try to bite and run and none of that. Just know, man, that we're in the trenches, bro, and we working, we grinding,
Yeah,
man.
work.
But I'm definitely going to get him over here physically at the studio at the penthouse, man, physically. He's located, in IDW. Watts. We are taught to survive. Braka.